So you're thinking about moving to North Salt Lake, Utah. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you around North Salt Lake on the map. That way you'll get a good idea as far as what's available in the North Salt Lake area, as well as how close it is to the Salt Lake area and other parts of Davis County. You know, here in Utah, even people in Salt Lake and surrounding areas think that Davis County is so far away from the Salt Lake area, and the reality is it's not. And I'm going to show you exactly how close it is, and we're going to get after it right now. This is your first time to the channel, and if you'd like to know everything there is to know about living in Salt Lake City, Utah, then subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications so that you can be the first to know about the current market here in Salt Lake City, Utah. My name's Steve Gilbert. I'm with eXp Realty, and my team and I, we get calls and emails every day from people just like you that are looking for help with making their move to the Salt Lake City area, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to make a move in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call. You can shoot us a text. You can always schedule a Zoom call with us. The information is in the description below. We'd love to help you make a smooth move to Salt Lake City, Utah, or to North Salt Lake like we're talking about today. So as I mentioned, we are looking at North Salt Lake. We're going to look at it on the map. So let's get right to it and jump into my computer. We are looking at North Salt Lake today, which is located in Davis County. So North Salt Lake is the furthest city within the Davis County area, and it is directly north of Salt Lake City. So you can see the area in red is what we're talking about today. And just to give you an idea, it's a location into the Salt Lake area. So there's a lot of people, even in Utah, that think, Davis County's, so far away from Salt Lake. But especially these areas, these cities located on the southern part of Davis County, it's really pretty close to the Salt Lake area. So just to let you know, from North Salt Lake, as you take I-15 into the Salt Lake area, you're only a 14-minute drive. And heading out to the airport, most of the time you're going to be I-215 tying into I-80. You're only a 16-minute drive to get to the airport. So it's really quick and convenient because you are so close to the Salt Lake Valley. Now, for some reason, if you find yourself commuting up to Hill Air Force Base, that's up in the Layton area, and up I-15, you would be about a 30-minute drive if you're traveling north to the north end of Davis County. And so let's go ahead and show you a closer look at North Salt Lake. But before I do that, let's talk population real quick, because for Salt Lake County, we have a population of 1.18 million people, and Davis County is much smaller in population. In fact, there's going to be a much smaller feel to the Davis County area, and people that live in Davis County, that's one of the things they appreciate, is that little smaller feel. It's not as crowded. There's a population of around 367,000 people in Davis County. So North Salt Lake, it has a population of 22,300. So if you've seen my other map tours and other videos in the Salt Lake area, you'll know that's much smaller, significantly smaller than most of the cities in the Salt Lake Valley. And we're going to find most of the areas within Davis County, they do have these smaller populations. In fact, our largest city, which is Layton in Davis County, has a population of around 75,000 people. And so just a quick population overview. Now let's show you what it looks like here on the map. So North Salt Lake really is divided into a couple of different areas, and that's because we have some commercial and warehouse areas. So between Redwood Road and I-15, this is really an area that you're not going to find any residential homes. You do have some mobile homes located over here, and you may have one or two scattered throughout, but for the most part, it's all warehouse and spaces where there's not neighborhoods. So let's talk about Foxborough real quick. And this is an area that was developed in the early 2000s and continues to grow to this day. This would be the section that's on the west side, and we're going to zoom in, take a quick look at that. So, people that live in the Foxborough area, there are a few restaurants. There's not a lot, most of them fast food, and then there is a grocery store, which would be your Lee's Market. But there's not going to be a lot of options. In fact, most of them are going to either head down into Salt Lake, majority of them up into the Bountiful area to do any type of shopping. So there are some cafes down here. As I mentioned, you've got your fast food restaurants. You've got a pizza joint down here. Now your Kangaroo Zoo, that's always a fun place. It's a bounce house to let the kids go and jump around. Fun place to have birthday parties held as well. Over in this Foxborough area, there are a couple of great parks. The community has some great parks in here, including Legacy Park, and then a couple of others scattered throughout. Now, down here, you have the Legacy Parkway Trail, and this is a trail that goes along the Legacy Parkway Road. And this is a 14-mile trail. It is paved, and you're going to see a lot of people out walking, biking, a lot of strollers, just a lot of people out enjoying this. It's really easy because it's flat. Out to the west, you've got some of this natural landscape because you've got the Great Salt Lake out to the west there. So you'll have some kind of wetland habitat, which is out there. So as we move to the east and we come over here to I-15, we've got the majority of our older homes. A lot of these homes kind of built in that 50, 60 era, but you're going to find a lot of them between Highway 89 and I-15 here. And then you're going to find a bunch of homes built in the 80s and the 90s. As we continue to work our way up that bench, we'll eventually start hitting homes built in the 90s and even in the early 2000s, with some new development on the south end where we continue to have new homes built. And we'll get to that here in just a minute. But from a shopping standpoint for North Salt Lake, as you can see here, there is not a lot of shopping opportunities. And so most everybody, even on this side, are going to be heading into the Bountiful area, the Woods Cross area, to do any type of shopping. So on our 2600 South exit, this is our Woods Cross exit right here. We do have a Smith's Marketplace, which is going to be a grocery store. And then there's a handful of restaurants around, mainly your fast food type restaurants, but you do have the Black Bear Diner. You're going to always find your Cafe Rio, no matter where you go here in Utah. But your Sweeto Burrito, your Cafe Zupas, it's all located right here. On the west side of I-15, you've got a great Mexican restaurant. So Lorena's Mexican, great food. That's a place that I've eaten a few times, love their food there. You've got your R&R barbecue. You're going to find those scattered throughout Utah as well. They've become a very popular barbecue restaurant. As you head east up 2600 South, you've got Nelson's Frozen Custard, and this has always been a favorite for people that live in the Bountiful and the North Salt Lake area. And then you've got the what used to be Colonial Square. It's now called the Square, but you've got your Costa Vida, a few different restaurants here, including your Parsons Bakery. So they've got some great donuts, great pastries located in this bakery right here. For those that like to golf, there's a couple of great options. You've got Eaglewood Golf Course, and you can probably tell from the map here, this is a long course. You're going to have to take a cart on this course. And there is elevation climb as well because it is located on the bench here on the mountainside. But that's a great golf course. And then coming along Bountiful Boulevard, you've got Bountiful Ridge Golf Course right here. And these are two great courses. If you enjoy golfing, these ones will not disappoint. They're very well maintained and popular courses in the Davis County area. A couple of parks to keep in mind on the south end of North Salt Lake. We've got Wild Rose Trailhead, and it's a great park. It's got pavilions, it's got picnic tables, it's got a fun play facility, but it's also the trailhead for a handful of mountain biking and hiking trails right up on the bench here. So you've got the mountain basically where it meets the park, so you can go and take advantage of outdoor recreation. Slightly to the west, we've got Tunnel Springs Park, another fun play facility, but this also ties into Bonneville Shoreline Trail. And this is a trail system that runs along the bench of these Wasatch Mountains. And so it runs through Davis County, runs all the way down into the Salt Lake County area. So if you follow my map here, you can see that this green trail here, it continues all the way down into the Salt Lake area and is eventually going to take you right over into City Creek above the avenues and the foothill areas in the Salt Lake Valley. So a couple of great parks there. And then you've got North Canyon as well. This is located in Bountiful. And so it's not technically within the North Salt Lake boundaries. This is a very fun canyon to go and hike. So it's called North Canyon. And then you basically park and you walk up. You've got Rudy's Flat, which is a few miles up the mountain. And eventually it drops you down to Elephant Rock, which is a large rock formation in the Mueller Park Canyon, and then takes you down to Mueller Park picnic area. And that'll be covered in the Bountiful video, but that's a very fun, popular, great place to go and picnic, have campfires, and just enjoy being up in the canyon. Let's look at some of the homes real quick for North Salt Lake. As I mentioned, it really is divided into a couple of different sections. So on the west side, we've got the Foxborough area, and you're going to find a lot of homes that look just like this. So you're around 2,700 square feet, around 0.11 of an acre, and you're not going to find large lots in Foxborough for the most part. This is a 4 bedroom, 2.5 bath home. So let's back up a little bit. Our median home price in North Salt Lake is $500,000. And so we're going to see quite a few of these around this median home price in this Foxborough area. So for $519,000, again, we're on a small lot, 0.06. We're a little bit shy of 2,000 square feet with a 4 bedroom, 2.5 bath home. And as we continue south, this is going to be a 2,900 square foot home on 0.18 of an acre, 4 bedroom, 3 bath. So for $619,900. So that's a pretty typical look at what you're going to find in the Foxborough area. There are several townhomes that are less expensive than this, located in this Foxborough area. Now, when we move further to the east, we have our older section here. So for $415,000, it's a 3 bedroom, 1 bath home, and it's 1,135 square feet on 0.18 of an acre. And so this whole section between Highway 89 and I-15, you're going to find a lot of homes that are built in this time frame right here. And then this little pocket up here, we're going to find homes that are built in the 90s. This is your 4 bedroom, 3.5 bath, a little over 2,300 square feet. Let's move a little bit further south into the North Salt Lake area. As we move up onto the bench, and you're going to have a lot of homes, because we're on the bench, they're going to have these sloped yards, terraced yards, and that's going to be very typical for anyone that's on the east side of Orchard Drive in the North Salt Lake area, because we're simply climbing up in elevation. So we've got some homes here. These homes here are built in the 70s and the 80s. This is a 5 bedroom, 3 bath for about 3,300 square feet, and we're on a 1/4 of an acre. And then not too far from there, this home here is going to be built in the 70s as well. It's a 7 bedroom, 3.5 bath, just shy of 3,900 square feet. And so you can tell that this home has been updated and remodeled just from the outside picture. You can tell that home in the background, more reflective of what you would see in that era around the 70s. Now, there's some newer homes that are being built on the south end, and there are several newer homes on the south. As you come up Eagle Ridge Drive, there's a lot of newer homes built 2000 and newer. And then we've got the new construction pockets on the south end here. But a lot of these homes up by Eaglewood Golf Course, there's a lot of these homes that are going to be $1 million and above, because we are getting larger homes up here. So when we look at these new homes here, for 4,250 square feet, you're getting a 5 bedroom, 4.5 bath for over $1 million. And then for just shy of $1 million, you've got this new home under construction that's around 4,000 square feet. And then when we cross 1.2 million, we're just shy of 4,700 square feet. We're on a 1/5 of an acre. That's going to give you an idea as far as what the prices are doing in the North Salt Lake area. And as I mentioned, when you head east, the golf course here, most of these homes are going to be over $1 million. In fact, a lot of them surrounding this area south of Eagle Ridge Drive are going to be on that higher end, closer to that $1 million range. So let's take a quick look at the schools. There's kind of two different schools that you're going to attend in the North Salt Lake area. Down in Foxborough, you're either heading to Woods Cross High or you're heading to Bountiful High. And, it's interesting that part of this community would head to Bountiful High because it's located all the way up here, which is pretty far away. Distance-wise, it's quite the drive. Whereas Woods Cross High is located right here. So we do have good ratings. Davis County School District has really good ratings, and you're going to find most of these ratings consistent throughout the entire district. But in the area of North Salt Lake, well above average. We got lots of B's and B pluses and lots of A's. So Woods Cross High has an A rating. You can see here that these South Davis Junior High is a B rating, and South Davis Junior High, that's where a lot of the North Salt Lake people are going to go to junior high. So good schools in the North Salt Lake area. And then from a safety rating, looking at crimegrade.org, you can see here that there's just lots of dark green. So very safe on the crime rating as well. We like to see low crime. That wraps up our look at North Salt Lake. And if you like a little bit smaller feel, but you love to be close to Salt Lake, and you don't mind driving a little bit to get to the conveniences as far as shopping and restaurants, North Salt Lake would be a great place to consider. So whether you're thinking about making a move in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text. You can always send us an email The information is in the description below. We'd love to help you make a smooth move to Salt Lake City, Utah. And until then, I hope to see you around town.